Hello day, it's Pavo and welcome back to ZooCrafting. So today is going to be a very special episode because as of right now, October the 21st, it has been exactly 1 year since my first ZooCrafting episode. So I think that counts as need for a celebration. So what we are going to do is I thought it'd be nice if I went around and gave a tour of my zoo. If we visited everything that I have built so far, and we will hopefully end up over near the Oriental zone, and I thought it would also be nice if we started work on the memory garden, which I meant to build a while back, but yeah, I never quite got around to it. So I also want to talk a bit about some other things, like some stuff about me as well. So I think we're just going to get on with the tour and we'll see how this stuff goes. So I think the best place to start the tour would probably be over here near the Tele Peacock, because that is where all the visitors to my house end up when they teleport using the teleporter system. So yes, I have this wonderfully beautiful peacock here. It's version 2.0 because version 1.0 was actually the white peacock at my old house. But when we moved over to this new location, and when I say moved, we sort of had no choice because I lost everything, because I built a silly machine that crashed when I went near it. But we won't talk about that because we have made so much progress over here in the new house, and I much prefer everything that I've built to my old zoo. But yeah, we have the peacock there. I also have the new and improved avocado tree, and it's called the avocado tree because that's basically a pun on my name, because I love avocados and I love peacocks, and the scientific name for peacock is pavo. So that's where that comes from. And oh, what a great idea. It's going to be thunderstorming while I do my tour. Ugh. But I guess if we're heading inside, it won't really matter. But before we do that, I have a sugarcane farm over here. I also have a little gazebo over here with my female phoenix Kasai. And it's actually built in memory of forks, which for those of you that can remember was actually the phoenix from my old zoo. But we have a new one now, yeah, and her name is Kasai, and she is wonderful. We haven't really used her as much as we've used forks, but I'm sure in the future we'll get around to adventuring with her a bit. So yeah, we'll head across the bridge now. You'll see that everything is decorated for Halloween, because yes, it is Halloween shortly. And all these wonderful fairy lights. These are so cool. I really love this mod. I'm so glad that it was added to the server. And we also have some of these gravestones and various other Halloween themed items from Decocraft. So we'll head inside through my doors here, and you'll see my slippers and all my various other footwear, which I'm going to grab these boots actually, because I don't have any, so I'm going to pop those on. Perhaps that's where they disappeared to. And I'm going to put these bunny slippers back on the shelf, because for some reason they lost their enchantment and I have no idea why. So yeah, I'll pop those over there. I have all these different colours, which I thought was really cute. And we also have this ominous looking skull there as well. So we'll head into my hallway, which is quite bare. We have an elephant, but let's not talk about that. We'll head off into the conservatory here, where I have all my essence berries, which I don't really use as much as I did before. I sort of forget about them, so I'm just going to harvest those up, pop them into there. I used to do that quite regularly, and now I don't really touch them. And I have a ladder there and some vines which allow me to access some of the upper floors as like a little shortcut. But yeah, I don't really use that either. We haven't really done much around the house for a while. Well, apart from the other episode where we made a load of Halloween candy, but I never really come back here. I almost stay in one exhibit at a time, which is something that I'm going to talk about a bit later. But yeah, I'm here in the kitchen now, and I have a bowl of Halloween candy on the table there. I have a presser that I use to press the soybeans into soy milk and tofu and things, and I was actually told in the comments of the last episode that if I put beets in there, it will turn the beets into sugar as well, which I think is a bit odd, but if that's how it works, that's how it works. And then we've got the rest of the kitchen. It's nice and cute. It's very what's the word? Very efficient. That's the word. Because I have everything very close together, and it's just really nice. It's nicer than my old kitchen, which was huge. It's nice and cozy. And then here I have some different foods, some ingredients. I used to keep my cooked food in here so that I'd always have like a stash in case I got hungry, but I keep it all in my backpack here now, and I'm going to take these on my adventures with me so that if I ever get hungry, which, well, by the looks of things I am starting to, I can just have a quick nibble or something. So I'm actually going to have I think I'm going to have this cream of avocado soup, which was gifted to me by, I think it was E-Rose, yeah, infused with basil. So I'm going to have some of that. I think I'll have a quick nibble now. Yeah, like that. And because it's infused with herbs, it will give me the regeneration effect. Okay, so I think that's everything in the kitchen. I have my HarvestCraft oven here, which I can't operate because I don't have any cooking oil. I have my little furnace with a cooking pot on top, and my sink. And yes, as I said earlier, it's nice and cute, it's nice and cozy, it's wonderful. Oh yeah, I've also got my trapdoor here down into the basement, but we'll be heading there in a bit. Over here I have my bookshelves and shelves full of various other items. I have this really pretty flower there. I have some butterflies in jars. I have some living butterflies. Most of them are dead though because I didn't catch them with jars in my inventory. I've also got some potions here. I'm not quite sure what these are. I don't know why I have them. Specialization of harming, slowness. I think it was because I raided one of the naturally generated towers in the world. And I also have very close to completing a bookshelf here. So that is also wonderful. Oh my gosh, look at all these. They're all like birthday messages. That is so cute. Okay, so I think that's everything on that shelf. Yes, I've mentioned the butterflies. And what is this? I've got a blue gem there. I don't know, but that's very pretty. So I'm gonna put that back on the shelf. And then we'll head into here. This is, I'm not really sure what this room would be called. It's got a fish tank. It's got a couple of sofas. I don't know, but it's nice and cozy as well. Just gonna call like every single room in my house cozy. But this one's nice. You get like a nice view of the entrance here. And also outside using these fancy window doors, which I have named Windoors. That was an awesome suggestion by someone in the comments a while back. And then we head into here, which is my workshop. This used to be upstairs, but it got so big that I had to move it down here, and I'm so glad I did. I have, what is this? I have no idea. Hyper Jaw Crusher. I don't remember making that, and I don't actually know what it's used for, but I seem to have one anyway. I also have a printing press so I can make some BiblioCraft paintings, a furniture paneler, an architect table, some other machines, an anvil, the Decocraft bench, and yeah, some other machines that I've probably used like once and then never used again. And out here I have my egg sorter, and we'll just quickly head down into the basement as well, which is like a new and improved version of the basement from my old house, which didn't have a sorting system, but this one does. So you basically pop everything in here, flick the lever, and it will go through all the pipes below. Let me see if I have a pickaxe so I can just dig up some of this cobblestone. You can see this huge sorting system, which took forever to configure, but it works, so it's nice. The only thing is that not every single item is like categorized. So the things that need to be sorted manually go into this chest, and I have not really touched this chest for a while, so there's quite a few items that I need to sort out, which I'll probably do a bit later. Oh, we've got some essence berries here. I'm going to grab those. I'll put those in the chest upstairs. But there's nothing really in here that's interesting. It's just things like miscellaneous things. Oh, we've got some pumpkins as well. I didn't even realize I had those. And some SDX. That's like really powerful TNT. Oh, I actually have TNT. What is this stuff doing in here? I have no idea. But I need to just fix this hole in the floor. I dropped all the cobblestone down there. Do I have some more? Yes, I do. So I'll just fill that up. And it also extends off this way as well, and puts all the fruit and vegetables into their various chests as well. I have a Geyser Tools chest over here, which doesn't have many things in it, because I haven't really used the mods as much as I did when I had my old house, and I'm not really sure why. I think it's just because I've been very dedicated to get my zoo back to how it was, that I've just been very uninterested in trying to play with some of the mods that I used to play with. But we have all the storage crates here, and a load of ore berries and essence berries. I'm going to harvest up the essence berries. Why not? Yeah, like that. And I'll just go pop these in the chest, which is in the conservatory again. I promise you we will get around to my zoo very shortly. This tour is taking a bit longer than expected, but oh well. That will be fine. So yeah, we'll head up here. It's a bit of a weird path. It's like diagonal, and I can't remember exactly why I did that. I think there was a reason, but it's been a while since I built my house. I think it's because I did originally want to add like an upstairs room here, but the roof there was not big enough or something. I don't remember exactly, but it's nice. It's a unique shape. So we head over here, and this room used to be Katrina's room. And for those of you that don't remember, Katrina was actually my little maid, though I had to give her away to Ben because I didn't really use her. The same with my dog that's actually in the basement as well. I never really used him either, but I don't want to give him away too. But yeah, this was Katrina's room, and unfortunately I had to give her away. So I'm thinking of repurposing it for something, but I have no idea what. So yeah, if you have suggestions, leave them below. I'd love to read them. So yeah, we'll just close that. That room's gonna bring back sad memories, so I'm not gonna go in there for a while. But we'll head into here, and this is my bedroom. I have this nice blue bed, like Katrina's does. I have a clock, I have a computer as well, and I have a book here. If I remember, I think Alex left me a message in it. I think that was Alex. It might be Jacob. I don't know. It was one of the two. I have this computer here, which I don't think I've ever actually used. It's part of Mr. Crayfish's mod, but it's like nice decoration to have in here, because yes, I have a computer in real life, because how else would I be recording Minecraft? I have a little chest here, which is where I put my backpacks when I'm doing some work around the zoo, and I don't want to like forget things. I have an armor stand over here full of camouflage armor, which Alex gave me. It was either for my birthday or for Christmas, but I've popped it on the armor stand here so that I can use it whenever. And I also have a little ensuite bathroom as well, which is nice and cute. So we'll close that, and we'll close this one. And I have a little enchanting room here, which is actually a brewing, it's got a brewing stand in as well, but I don't make potions. I should really get around to doing things like that though, because I spend so much time in my zoo. But we'll head upstairs to my trophy room, which has all the different artifacts that I've collected on my travels. For some reason there is a weird visual glitch currently, but I promise you they have things inside, like this flaming iron ring of mining, shoots fireballs when used, heals the player when inflicting damage, effective pickaxe, repairs other items when held. And if it shoots fireballs, I don't really want to touch it because it will end up burning down my house. I know that's probably going to happen one day, but I just hope that that doesn't happen soon. Okay, and then we'll head over here, and this is just like a little storage room. It's got a crate full of wither planks and skeleton planks, which is the material that my house is built out of. So we'll close that one as well, and then we'll head up to the very top room of my house, which is full of pigeons. And these pigeons actually trade seeds for string and sticks in case I needed to use those, because I get through a lot of string through my day-to-day Minecraft adventures, and I have no idea why. So this is just a nice little way of trading seeds for more useful resources. Okay, so yeah, we have, I think we've covered everything that is in my house. I'm not sure if I've forgotten anything. I don't think so. So we're just going to head downstairs now. We'll take a quick tour of the garden and the farm, and then we'll head over to the zoo. So yeah, this is my little garden. I'm growing some cookie bushes here. How, you may ask? Well, magic is all I can tell you. This is actually part of the ZooCraft Discoveries mod, which is a custom mod that I coded for the server. And for those of you that keep asking, I promise you it will be released soon, though I can't tell you how soon. Just that Sarah and I both decided that it should be at a stage where it's quite complete, and so that there's no bugs in it, and you get what I mean. So it will be released soon, but I can't give you an exact date. Sorry. But yeah, I have this nice little garden here. It's got a few crops, and this was basically my entire garden until I built that little farm over there, which we'll get to in just a minute. I have some berry bushes over here, which I forget to harvest. I have some grapevines here, which I also forget to harvest. I have a is this a gazebo or a pergola? I'm not sure. I think it's a gazebo. But I have a gazebo full of many different squickin. Well, I say different squickin, but technically they are all clones of the same squickin quill. So they sort of live in here. I meant to build them a little squickin coop, but I completely forgot to do that. And they actually look quite happy in here. So I think I might just leave them in there for a bit longer before I get around to building a squicking house for them. If we head over here, we have a little chicken coop, which I can guarantee you is full of eggs, using this gather items block, because this is another thing that I forget to empty. Oh my gosh, I get so distracted, and I don't know why. It's really quite bizarre. And then I have some pumpkins over here, which I'm actually going to harvest up because it is Halloween after all, and I might turn these into some more pumpkin foods a bit later. Also have some vanilla plants, which again I forget to harvest, but I think you can use those to make ice cream. And we'll just follow this path next to my wheat and my corn and my rapeseed and my magical tree here, which has basically every single HarvestCraft crop fruit that you can ever imagine. And it takes a while to harvest that, so I don't tend to do it often, but if I need like a coconut, I can just come across and grab that off the tree. If I need an apple, I can do so. If I need like a persimmon, I can get that. If I need a banana, etc, etc. You get what I mean. And then we head over here to my farm. I used to have 2 Mimijis. I now only have 1, and she has a very low health. I still don't have any idea how it is that I heal her up. And the other one died. So that's going to be an adventure sometime soon as well, trying to craft a new Mimiji and seeing how we go ahead healing her up as well. And I can guarantee you that these chests are completely full of vegetables, because it's also a bit of a pain transferring all these vegetables down to my basement as well, which makes me think I should probably build like a sorting system to transfer everything from here to the basement. It shouldn't be too difficult because I already have my existing sorting system already. So yeah, I might do that. That shouldn't be too tricky. And I have a little greenhouse here with some plants that are growing. It's nice and cute. I was thinking of maybe like adding I was going to say like a zookeeper over here, but this is part of my house, so I don't know whether that would be a bit weird. But maybe like I could build some greenhouses over in my zoo and have a specialist that trades specific seeds or give you like information about seeds or flowers or something. I think that would be a good idea. So yes, I think I am finally finished with my house tour. I don't think we've missed anything. And I'm going to... Oh, yes, we've missed the stables, but I'm going to pass that on the way anyway. But I think that is it. And, oh, it's finally got sunny. Perfect. And yes, I have my 3 horses over here. I have Zambezi, the black horse here. I really love this little trough that I made. This is actually a wooden irrigation channel. And I can't tell you which mod that is from, but it makes like this little like trough pattern that was terribly described, but it makes like this little trough design, and that was terribly described, but I really like how it turns out. And the same with like this. I think, yeah, that's a window box, but putting the hay on top makes it look like one of those hay boxes, so it's really nice. And this is Maximus, my white horse. And then we've finally got Cinnamon, a brown horse over here, and it actually goes from the slowest horse to the fastest horse over here, which is pretty funny because that is not how I intended it to be, but it's how it ended up anyway. So yeah, we'll head over towards the zoo and you'll see that the Halloween decorations continue. I have a little goat pen, which was the very first thing that I built in the zoo. I actually need to go ahead and grab this cassowary sign. I'm not going to do it with the axe in my hand because I'll end up chopping down this beautiful tree, but I need to grab this, if I can do that. Can I do it with my bare hands? Yes, I think I can. And I got the painting frame as well. So I'm going to take these with me over to the rescue centre, which is actually where the cassowary currently reside. So yeah, we'll follow this path. I'm not sure whether I should turn this path into like cobblestone or maybe dirt just to separate it from the grass, because I sort of like it as it currently is. So I'm not sure. I'm a bit indecisive of that, because I do like it, but when you get to about here, the cobblestone sort of looks a bit mismatched with the grass, so it looks a bit weird. But yes, so you come over here, and I have my DaVincing sign saying Pavo Zoo, which took a while, and it's really, really cute. It's a lot better than the sign from my last zoo anyway. And if you come over here, you have the little ticket offices, and I have no people to put in the ticket offices. So this is where it's down to you. If you have signed up to my website and you have Pavo points to spend and you would like to become an NPC in my zoo, please go on my website and you can buy an NPC, because, well, it's at that point again where I really need people to work in my zoo. So if you'd like to be a ticket salesperson, then yeah, please go ahead and buy that role. I'm sure there'll be other roles appearing in the future. Like, we do need some people working at the research labs, and we do need some people to work at some shops that will be opening soon. So if that interests you, you know what to do. So yeah, we'll just carry on with the tour. You got some steps here, and you arrive on this path, and we're gonna... yeah, we'll go this way first. We'll head off by this nice clay wall into the area which is off limits from the public. So I was thinking of putting like a nice gate here, which you can only open if you are like a staff member, or if you have like a set key card. I don't know if we have a mod that allows you to do that, but I know that you can lock like chests and only open them if you have like a certain key. But let me just put some of those things away. We'll head over here. This was the first staff building that was built. This is the research center, which is basically like a fancy version of the lab that I had in my old house, which was going to be full of the disco sheep, but we currently only have one because I still have yet to reincarnate the disco sheep. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But we'll get around to doing that soon. I promise, and I really intend to keep these promises. It's just I get so busy, what with recording ZooCrafting and building and trying to make my zoo look perfect. It's just, it takes so much time and coding and I don't know. But we'll sort everything out. See, the thing that bothers me is that when I lost my old zoo and when I moved to this new location, everything had to be perfect, and I don't have any idea why. Like, even when I record these videos as well, like if I trip over words, I have to pause and I have to completely restart my sentences, and I don't know why that is. It's just this annoying little habit that I got into, and I really want to stop that, because not everybody is perfect. I'm definitely not perfect, and I just don't want these videos to take forever to create. I don't want my zoo to take forever to create. That's why I hate like doing repetitive things. I hate gathering resources, because I end up with like these huge gaps of silence, which I don't think is very professional, and I hate it. But I want to get like back in the mindset where I don't really care that that is happening. So yeah, sorry for that little sidetrack, but I thought I'd just give my opinions on that. So yeah, we're down in the basement of the lab now, and I have never been down here, I don't think. I think I showed it off when I first built it. But because because this is situated so far away from my house, yeah, I never come over here. I've never had to put any fossils in the what's this called again? The analyzer. Yeah, I've never put any fossils in the analyzer in my new house. That's insane. I've never used these cultivator vats. It's something that I really need to get around to doing, and I'd love to do something like that. So if it's not going to be too difficult, I'd love to like start one day of the week where I just like do a role play, and where I actually like get into the nitty gritty aspects of some of these mods, and I just use them, because at the moment all I do is zoo building and trying to make everything look perfect, and it sort of annoys me. But yeah, so we come over here, and this is where the manager of the zoo, the manager of the zoo would live, and that was actually, I think it was Strawberry, but as I said, we don't have the disco sheet back. I need to reincarnate them soon anyway. But yeah, this would have been her office, and there's a little cupboard over here. Oh wow, I completely forgot that that was in there. I didn't realise. I thought it was just like, yeah, I thought it was just a cupboard, but we have like shelves and chests and things in there. And then if we head off upstairs here, we have like little desks and little like office cubicles and some chairs, which is going to be like the desks for when the disco sheep return, and all their different roles like finance manager, like consultant, park manager, events coordinator and whatnot, and having them like run everything in the zoo. So I hope they come back soon, because hopefully we can then open the zoo up to the public and have some like have some of you wandering around the zoo. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? So which should we head to next? I think we're just going to quickly pop into the staff lounge, because there's not much to see there. It's basically just where all the staff members hang out when they're not in their exhibits. So we have Chef Rick here, we have Evan, we have Hope. As you can see, the numbers here are starting to go down as I move them back into the exhibits. They have like a nice little seating area here with a fish tank as well. What's in that chest? Nothing. Then we head out here. We have Jay. We have Pedalo Jay. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to build the Swan Lake Cafe again. Oh, that would be awesome to get you back in your shop again. We have Ivo down here. I think Ivo was actually the dolphin keeper, and Nerine gave us a dolphin a while back. Do you remember that? We had like Destiny. We had Destiny at the old zoo, and when we moved to the new house, we had Destiny the second. So I'd love to build a dolphin exhibit as well. We have yet to do that. I think we've built everything but an exhibit for an aquatic animal. Yeah, then we have Audrey. I'm so sorry, Audrey. I can't remember where your exhibit was. I think it was in the Ice Age area. Hope was the bat specialist. I can't remember Evan either. I'm so sorry. And if we head this way, oh, actually we have some vending machines here, which allow you to buy different foods using wooden coins. I currently cannot trade my Zookeeper experience in for wooden coins, because yes, I do not have that disco sheep that allows me to do so. So I might have to take a trip to Sari's place in a future episode until I brought back the disco sheep. If we head up here, we have the rest of the NPCs. We have the new and updated snooker table, which is actually part of the Decocraft mod, which looks a bit nicer than the like the DaVincing one that I had earlier. And then we can head out here onto the terrace, which doesn't really have much, but I was thinking of putting like a barbecue up here. I thought that would be nice for them. There's not really any railings either, so you can basically walk off the edge, which isn't good. So I might need to go ahead and place some railings in the future. We also have a little bathroom toilet back here, and I was going to expand it down into a basement, but I don't think that's necessary now. I think it's fine as is. Okay, so now the final staff building that we currently have is the Rescue and Recovery Centre, which is where injured and new animals go before they can be put into exhibits. And I also need a receptionist for this place as well, and a couple of vets and doctors. So as I said, for the ticket salesman at the front of the zoo, if you'd like to work here as well, please check out my website and you can buy a role. So we have a couple of rooms here which are where the animals go to be checked out. So we have two identical rooms. We have a little room down here which is like the food prep room. It's where all the food is kept, where all the grain is kept. The chopping board, there's some fish there. There's a sink, there's a fridge. Have I said that? I don't know. And then we can head out into like this little area here, which is for a couple of maybe like injured animals or horses. There's a little stables, like a little area with a roof, a little bit of shelter there, so that you can go in there when it's raining. There's a little crate here that it doesn't have anything in it, but I'm sure it will find its use in the future. Okay, so we'll just close these doors now. This area is nice and modern as well, because yeah, it has the like sort of decadent rustic theme from the outside, but inside it's very, very modern. Okay, so over here we have a little like egg hatching room. I have some eggs over here. They're all currently chicken eggs. I have a little duck there. This clipboard was meant to have like the names of the eggs. So I'm thinking, as I said earlier, when I get into like sort of the roleplay episode a week, that we could come across and we could use something like this as well. Because like even having a bit of writing over there, it would just add that extra level of detail to the zoo. So yeah, we have that there. Then over here we have the operating theatre with all these different pieces of equipment. We have like scalpels, we have syringes, we have a bin there, we have a sink so that the surgeons can wash their hands, we have a heart monitor, and these little wheelable trolleys, which are really, really cool. Adding the new update of Decocraft definitely made this place look a lot better than it did before. Okay, then over here we have like a little caged area for some smaller animals. You've got some brooms, some mops, a little water bath slash bowl there. We have a rake so you can rake up some of the hay that's left outside here. This area is currently not in use, but if you look over there you have some cassowaries and some carrots, because cassowaries love eating carrots by the looks of things. And you can see that the cassowary there has been trying to get out of the exhibit. He's been scratching the wall. Actually, I think there's two of them. There might be two of them. I think one might be inside. Yes, there are. Okay, and this is where I'm going to put the picture frame. So we'll do that and we'll hide it so that it looks a bit better. So yeah, that's like warning you of cassowaries. They won't currently attack if I go in, but I would not recommend ever doing this to a cassowary because they are wild animals and they probably would see you as a threat even if you weren't intending to harm them. I just want to come across and pick up the cassowary eggs, and maybe you might even get babies. Let's see. Nope. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you two. No babies. No babies for you right now. So yeah, I think that is, yeah, that's it for everything over in the staff area. I'm going to leave via the steps. And I have some Spanish moss here that I think I'm going to go ahead and harvest because, as I said earlier, I use a lot of string in my zoo. So this can be turned into string. Got to be careful not to destroy some of my leaves there. And I'll just pick all of this up and just turn it into string very quickly. I'm so glad that I'm adding new NPCs into the zoo because I sort of feel like I've lost connection with some of you because that was the only real way that I could like communicate with you, like the comments, but I keep getting so many comments it's not as easy to reply to them all as it used to be. So adding in NPCs was like that other way of being able to talk to you and show you that I really do appreciate each and every one of you that watches my my videos. And yes, it's quite incredible that there are like 2,000, almost 2,400 of you now, which is absolutely insane. I cannot believe it. That is just like mind-blowing. Knowing that I'm getting across to so many of you, it's just unreal. So yes, thank you so much. But this exhibit is the elephant exhibit. It was one of the first exhibits we built over here. We currently have a cow wandering around. I think I showed you this a couple of episodes ago because I did a bit of work on it because a couple of the elephants are escaping. But we have the door over here which allows you to gain access to the exhibit so we can just see what the elephants are doing. These are all actually custom NPCs because the other ones, they kept like following you, which was really, really weird. It didn't look nice. Like you'd stand by the gate there, the wall there, and like you'd have 6 elephants all swarming around you trying to climb out the exhibit. I've just noticed, hang on, just give me a second, something that is going to annoy me. Let me just spin this block around. Like that, there we are. That was a very small detail. None of you probably noticed that, but I did. Oh, there's one over there as well. Nope, I'm not going to go near it. I'm not going to go near it. I'll sort it out a bit later when it's off camera. Okay, but yeah, we have the elephant exhibit here, and I added in this walkway to prevent like people falling into the river, but it's really nice. This is ideally what I'd love the whole of my zoo to look like, sort of this like modern themed zoo. Yes, so we head over here. We have the giraffe exhibit. We currently only have one, which is a custom NPC as well, because you can trade the apples from Zookeeper Simon. I currently can't buy any, which is such a shame, to feed the giraffes. If I can right click. Oh, was going to say, I could feed you some leaves, because I definitely have some leaves in my inventory here. So let's go ahead. Actually, which one are they in? Yeah, I have a couple of oak leaves here. So we'll give you a few of these. Wait, which one is it? Yeah, this one. So we'll just take a couple of these Zookeeper experience points by feeding the giraffe some leaves, which is nice. I do want to add some more giraffes into the zoo, so I'm thinking of contacting Seri in the future to see if we can do a little like giraffe breeding episode, because I'd love to do some collabs with more of the ZooCrafting members, because it has been ages since I've done that. I think it was when Seri Nerine and I were breeding up dolphins, which was which was at my old house as well, actually. Okay, so yeah, we have this inside area here with leaves and like a food prep station. Most of the exhibits have a food prep station, which is nice because it allows me to like have an extra zookeeper inside the exhibit as well as having one outside as well. And if we head into here, you'll see a couple of enrichment items as well. We have some leaves hanging from the trees there. I don't know if this exhibit has a... no, this one doesn't. I was going to say like a rope swing, but I don't know why a giraffe would want a rope swing. Maybe to play with. I don't know if that's a thing. I just had this funny mental image of like a giraffe just like stuck in a rope swing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we'll close that so the giraffes can't escape, and that. And I really do like this sign as well. Staff are only beyond this point. And we also have some fact signs as well. I'm just going to quickly show you those. I'm not going to read them out because I've done so in a previous episode. So we have that one there and we have that one there. So if you'd like to read those, just pause the video and hopefully you'll be able to see them. Okay, and I was going to say we're halfway through the tour. I think we are if we include the house and the staff area. So we're going to head across the bridge over here towards the tropical zone. And I have to say, I think the tropical zone over here was probably my favorite zone to work on. I can't wait till we get back to it. And that's another thing that I wanted to talk about. When I was building exhibits, I tend to be like very rushed. Like as soon as I built one, I want to work on the next one, and I want to work on the next one. And when we've built like two exhibits in the same place, I feel like it's a bit boring for you. But I'm not really like into building the Australian zone currently. Like my mindset is not into it. Like building the Kookaburra exhibit was fun, but there's not really many Australian animals to build exhibits for. And I know that the Tasmanian Devil exhibit won, so I will be building that exhibit next. But I think once we have that finished, I think we're going to be coming back to either the tropical zone or the Oriental gardens, depending on which I prefer, and we'll be finishing off some exhibits there, because I do want to build the tortoise exhibit here. I want to build a noodle bar over the Oriental zone, and we do have that fourth Oriental exhibit that I have yet to build as well. But we'll get over there in a bit. Sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted. So we have the jaguar over here. We have a mama jaguar and her two babies. I don't know where they currently are. Oh, I can see one over there. I can see Leia, and I can see Naira, and there should be another one. I can't remember its name. Do I go into the jaguar exhibit? I might as well. We can go into the ocelot exhibit as well, via this way as well. Where is that jaguar? It's not like stuck in the water again, is it? Because that's what tends to happen. Oh, over here we have Zavarola over here as well. I really love their names. They really suit the jaguars quite well. They're difficult to pronounce, but I love it. Okay, so yeah, they have a little den over there. But as I've mentioned in previous episodes, jaguars and also ocelots, because the ocelots have a den, they don't live in dens. They tend to, let's just say nest, but nest is not the right word. They tend to like sleep up in trees or in dense undergrowth. So they would not be in dens. But we're finished in there, and you'll see that there is a lot of fish in here because, well, fish, cats, you get the relation. So we'll head along this little corridor here into the ocelot exhibit, and there are tons and tons of ocelots in here. They have a little tire swing to play with, and they really actually like the den. I have no idea why, but I'm not complaining. If they want to go in there and have a bit of fun, they can go ahead and do that. And there's lots of there's lots of greenery for them to play around in. I'm not actually sure how many are in here. I think there might be 6 or 7. And let's quickly count up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all moving, so this is making my job a bit difficult. I'm gonna say there's 6 of them, 5 or 6. I'm not sure anyway. But they have like this little railing here to prevent them from climbing out. Though of course, if this was a real zoo, they would be able to fit through those bars very easily. They would probably even be able to climb over as well. Maybe even jump over. I'm not sure how powerful their legs are if they can jump, but I'm pretty sure they would be able to do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly head up here. Actually, let me just eat some of this avocado soup. Yeah, like so. I'm going to head over here to the latest exhibit that we have been building. This is the Kookaburra exhibit, and there is only one currently inside, but I have added this little information sign. I really don't like this orange. It's come out a lot paler than when I made it. I don't know why that is, but we have the blue-winged Kookaburra. Their mass is 260 to 330 grams, and length is 38 to 42 centimeters. That is very long, actually. Wait, actually no, maybe not. Their lifespan is 15 to 20 years. As always, because they're in captivity, it is more towards the 20 end than it is the 15, because they have medicine that you can give to them when they are sick, and they are not they're not preyed on as well. They're not preyed on. Yeah, full stop. I was going to say as much, but they are not preyed on when they are in captivity. The characteristics are they have blue wings and brown shoulders, and they are sexually dimorphic, meaning that the males look different to the females, so the males have a blue tail, whereas the females do not. And if we head into the exhibit, they also have a food prep room. It's very minimal. There's just like a crafting table and a little chest here. And as I said, there is only currently one Kookaburra in here, because we need to see if we can get like a breeding program up or going. I know that there is a Kookaburra egg in this nest, if I can right click it. So maybe that will hatch into a little blue-winged Kookaburra baby. We'll have to wait and see. So we'll close this door and we'll close that door, and we'll head over to the final exhibit over in this area of the zoo, which is going to be the tropical house. So I know that I said earlier that we're going to be working on the memory garden, but I did not quite realize that this tour would take as long as it did. But we're definitely going to go over there. We'll start like laying down a couple of signs just to mark out where we're going to be placing things. So I have this tropical house sign, which was a wonderful, wonderful sign that was gifted to me by a good friend and viewer. So thank you so much, Michael, for that. That is amazing. I tried to do my best to turn it into a DaVincing sculpture. It does not look as great as the PNG file that he sent me, but it's okay. So I have a little bench here. I really want to get around to doing this, like adding in the extra details to the zoo. It would just make everything look a lot nicer. So I think I might do that when I have a bit of extra time. I might go and place a couple of benches around the zoo, just add some like finishing touches to it. So yeah, we head in here into the tropical house, and you'll see that there are a couple of parrots lying around. We have Zookeeper Ethan here. We have a chest full of snakes. That's where my diamond pickaxe went. Oh my gosh, I was wondering where that got to, because I was like stuck with this silk touch pickaxe, but here we are. That was like, I'm so glad that I found that, because look at all those enchantments that are on it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have a couple of snakes here that were given to me by Jacob that I have to put in an exhibit when I get around to building that. So I promise you that those won't be cooped up in those safari nets for much longer, Jacob. They will be placed into an exhibit. But I have some parrots over here. These are just NPCs, so they don't currently do anything. There is one that's wandering around that is not an NPC. I think it's this one, actually. Yeah, I think it is that one. But I like keeping them as NPCs because like I can add lines for them to say. You can make them interactive. Whereas if they are just like a regular Minecraft entity, they tend to wander out the exhibit into the big wide world out there, and then I never see them again. So we will head on around this way, around this very pretty pond. I have to say, this greenhouse, this tropical house, turned out a lot better than I imagined it. It's wonderful. It looks so much better with shaders on though, but it is very pretty as is. So we have this black caiman over here. This is not the texture of a black caiman, but unfortunately I cannot give it a texture because the crocodile does not work with the custom NPCs mod. But that is actually intended to be a black caiman. As you can see, I've said that it has large brown eyes, but that does not. That has quite nice vibrant green eyes. But I'm sure we'll be able to figure out how to edit that in the future. So we'll follow the path. We have some leafcutter ants over here, which are walking along their little platforms, grabbing leaves and taking them back to the nests. And yes, so that interesting fact is that they don't actually eat the leaves. What they actually do is they take the leaves back to a special place in their colony where they grow a mold. And it is in fact like the mold, it's the fungus that they eat instead of the leaves, which I didn't know. And I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, we'll focus on any animal, any insect in the zoo, like even ants. I don't think ants are insignificant. They are really, really interesting. So yeah, we're gonna have lots more like exhibits like this. So yeah, we have those ants there. If we carry on this way, we have an exhibit that is currently empty. Though I don't know if you can see, but there is like currently a gecko in there. It's a big exhibit for a gecko, so I don't think we're going to keep him in there, but I'll find like something to put in there. I don't know what though. And then if we head over this way, we have a little waterfall. We have this. I don't think I've shown you this, but this is actually meant to be a Rafflesia plant. One of those really, really smelly plants that attracts flies, and because it smells like rotten meat. And the flies will go towards it and it will eat them. They'll like go inside and they will die and it will digest them. So it's one of those carnivorous plants, which is really quite interesting. So I'm thinking of getting like a zookeeper to talk about those. And this was meant to be a wall with a load of facts about the Amazon rainforest, but it did not look as pretty as I hoped, so I ended up not displaying it. But I will put like a fact board in here when I get around to doing that. So we'll head across this way, across this little bridge here, into this section of the tropical house. We have the Mexican red-kneed tarantula there. We have two of them actually. And then we have the Brazilian wandering spider, which is a huge thing. And oh my gosh, these actually look terrifying. I don't know if you've looked them up on Google. I suggest that you go ahead and do that. But they are like nightmare inducing. So then we head across this way. We have another like entrance to go up to see the caiman up there. Then we have some red piranhas. I don't know if there are currently any. Oh yeah, there are a few. What they tend to do is they tend to swim up the waterfall and suffocate, and you end up getting a message saying piranha has drowned, which is quite funny because they are a fish. And fish and water, you wouldn't expect them to drown. But if I jump in, they will give me a bit of a nibble. Yep, like that. So yeah, I don't suggest doing that either. I don't suggest ever going swimming with piranhas. But they are in fact not like the movies. If you like went near piranhas, they would not like devour you like that. That's very rare that happens. It's mainly for like cinematic effect. But yeah, there are a couple of those in there, which is nice as well. Then you head over here, we have this terrifying looking scorpion with a load of scorpion babies on its back. It only has a scientific name. It does not have like a generic name, but this is it. Titius stigmurus, and I probably pronounced that a bit wrong, but we have that one there. Yeah, so we do have a dart frogs added onto the server now, so I was thinking of adding those into this exhibit, though they will poison the player, so they need to ideally be like behind glass tanks rather than just like free swimming in this pond, because yeah, you don't want to touch a poison dart frog. That's a bad idea. And then if you come over here, we have a couple of scorpion mud turtles. Yeah, we've got one here. There are a few more in the water. They tend to make really, really big splashes because of the model that I used for them. But there are a couple of those in there. They should not swim down the waterfall, but they probably have done. But because they are custom NPCs, they should teleport back to where I added them in. So yeah, I think that is everything. Thank you so much, Zookeeper Ethan. Yes, please stick to the path. I think we did actually. We didn't take any shortcuts. Oh wait, yeah, no, we did. We climbed into the piranha exhibit. But that is everything over here in the tropical zone. So I'm going to head over to the Oriental Gardens now, which is a fair way away. So I'm just going to talk a bit about my memories of ZooCrafting. So yeah, it has been a year, and I still remember being added to the server, like Seri saying, would you like to join maybe, because you have made the exotic birds mod and it's such a wonderful mod. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you for real? Like, you're asking me to join your amazing server? So yeah, and then I was invited and I was welcomed by such amazing people. And I think I'd only been on the server for like a day, and I was invited by Hook, Anasia and Mara on a little adventure to Twilight Forest. And oh, it's so sad because none of those three are on the server anymore, but I remember that adventure quite well. That was like back when I was, well, I can't even watch my first episodes because I was so shy, and I tend to like record the episodes when I was a bit homesick, so listening back to those videos I can like hear that I sound a bit sad, so I can't bring myself to do it. But I've definitely seen how much I have changed as a person from my very first ZooCrafting episode of season 1 to this episode right now. Is this episode 43 or 44? I'm not sure. I can't actually remember. But yeah, just seeing how much I've changed as a person, like how much like how less shy I am, how much more confident. I have to admit though, like recording this video, I had to wait for all my flatmates to leave because I get very like embarrassed when I know that they can hear me talking about it. But yeah, so we are here now. We have the South China tiger, the Panthera tigris amoensis. Yeah, it has been a while since we've been over here, but yeah, there are 2 tigers in there, named after a precious gem. So we have Topaz and Jasper. Then we'll just work our way around. So we have the giant panda exhibit as well. Are there 2 pandas in there, or are there 1? I think there's actually 2. And we have Zookeeper Michael, who's wandering around as well, which is actually the same Michael that made the sign on the tropical house. So yes, thank you. And then if we head over here, we have the Red Panda exhibit. It was Red Panda month last month, and even though I said that we were going to do like Red Panda themed events, none of those actually happened. And again, I think that was sort of my fault because I did like intend to try and make like some interactive events for all of you to participate in. And I haven't actually mentioned it, but this month is actually Nocturnal Animal Month. So, well, there are 10 days after this month, so hopefully we can do some event that that includes those. Because it is Halloween, and we are gonna I don't know if we are going to do the Halloween event though. I'd love to show it off to you, but because I made it, I sort of know how everything works, so I feel like it'd be a bit cheaty. But if you'd want me to do the Halloween event, then I can go ahead and do so. So yeah, this was the location of what will be the 4th Oriental exhibit, and I also want to add like a little noodle bar just tucked away in this corner here. I thought that would be nice, nice as well. So we'll get on to the newest area of the zoo, which is the memory garden, and I've added in a couple of bushes back here. I've added in this bridge, which I actually think looks quite nice, especially when you look at it from a distance. So I'm just gonna head over here. Look at that. It's like Japanese, Chinese themed, it's Oriental themed, and it's actually big enough for boats to go under as well. The first bridge that I built was not, it was just like a straight path that went across, but I really do like this. Oh, I forgot that this happened. How do I fix that? I don't remember. Do I have to right click it with a flint and steel or something? I don't know. That's what happens when it rains on a carpenter's torch. It puts it out. I don't know why it's only done it to one though, and not the others. But I don't know. But yeah, so this area here is the area that will be the memory garden. And unfortunately we don't have enough time to build much. But what I would like to do is, for those of you that remember the Owl Observatory, I would like to build an aviary to a similar style of that, possibly here, right by the entrance. And then I'm going to have like a little area that I could like put all my gravestones. I know that sounds a bit morbid, but I have a big collection of gravestones because I've died quite a lot on the server. So I was thinking I could possibly put those in an area. And then like maybe like having a pathway that's lined with statues of various like animals and NPCs. So I could have like a statue of Katrina. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And having a statue of some of the disco sheep. I could also possibly have a statue, I was going to say of myself, but that sounds a bit vain. But maybe, just maybe, maybe having a couple of statues of the other Zoocrafters that are on the server. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Just like memories of various events that we have been on in the past, various adventures. Like having, yeah, like a statue for Forks as well. I was going to say we could move his gazebo here, but I quite like having that back by my house, because it means that accessing Kasai is quite easy. Adding like in a rose garden with some flowers, adding in some trees that you can buy using Pavo points from the Pavo point shop. I know that I meant to add in a tree for for a couple of people a while back when I had my old zoo, because there was meant to be a memory garden in my old zoo, but I never got around to doing so. So I'd love if I could get around to building something like this. I want to fill it with peacocks as well, because yeah, peacocks are my favourite bird, and I currently have them living in my kitchen. So as soon as I can get this complete, the better. So yes, I think that is the tour finished. I'm just going to say thank you so much for everyone that has joined me on my adventure so far. Thank you if you made it to the end of this video, because I know that it was a lot longer than I expected. So yeah, as always, the code is on screen. As I mentioned earlier, I will be updating the PowerPoints website, so if you'd like to be an NPC in the zoo, you can go ahead and you can buy those. Hopefully I will be trying to add in the current NPCs into exhibits. I don't know if people are going to be happy with the exhibits that they're added into, but if you'd like to be moved, you can always let me know in the comments or send me an email. But I'm just so happy that I'm like back into the flow of things and trying to make this zoo look as good as my old one. So yes, thank you all for watching. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. So goodbye. Bye.